If you have bought the latest iPhone X with the purpose of shooting, editing, video for vlogging or whatever else, you need to watch this episode. Hello folks, how's it going? Welcome to my vlog. My name is Shaun and I'm a YouTuber from Edinburgh in Scotland. I talk about travel, I talk about adventure, all that kind of stuff on this channel, and occasionally technology. So if you're not interested in that, skip past this episode. There will be something very interesting for you coming up very soon, I promise you. Now, for anybody interested in technology, this is something I think is quite important if you are an Apple user, if you are somebody who uses iPhones, and if you're thinking about upgrading to the new iPhone X, you need to know this information because I've been caught out. So I bought this phone for the sole purpose of vlogging. I was hoping this device was going to replace a slew of my cameras that I already use. It is small and the camera is sensational. I've just shot a week-long series of vlogs in Iceland, one of the most beautiful countries in the world, and the phone handled amazingly and across different situations. The video footage is sensational. I will do another review of the camera and stuff later on, but today something very important you need to know before you even get to that stage, and I wish I knew, right? Having shot a week's worth of footage on this, I could not upload any of it onto my YouTube channel. And the reason is, my computer cannot read the files on this. Apple have changed their file format. Because this thing shoots in 60 frames a second in 4K, they've decided to use a new format which is coming out, which is going to be standardized across the industry sooner or later. But basically, Apple has been one of the early adopters of this. High Efficiency Video Codec, or HEVC for short. Basically, HEVC offers high quality video at lower bit rates. So in effect, the video files, which would be enormous because they're 4K 60 frames a second, are actually a lot more efficient and take up a lot less memory than they otherwise might have using the old formats. Great, that sounds awesome. However, when I tried to upload the footage to my computer, I was having severe problems. This is a laptop that I use for all of my video editing. It is an Apple MacBook Pro 2013, 15-inch Retina. It is a great laptop. I have done everything with this, including edit 4K video. I've never had a problem with it until I plugged in the iPhone X. Tried to upload and things just started to crumble for me and my workflow. So the first thing I did is I contacted Apple and asked them, why is it not readable on my MacBook Pro? And they didn't know. They said you need to update your software to the latest High Sierra version of the software. And I did that weeks ago. So I started again, I re-updated my system, and yeah, we're running on High Sierra. So that isn't the problem anymore. And they were kind of scratching their heads for a little while, but I've just got off the phone to them this morning with an update on why my computer, the 2013 MacBook Pro, is not reading the files. And this is something I think a lot of people at Apple, especially the shop floor staff and even the Apple support team, haven't really considered. HEVC, the file format, as it turns out, is unreadable to older versions of the MacBook Pro. Any MacBook Pro older than 2014 is not able to read the new format. No matter what you do with it, doesn't matter what software you have, it doesn't read it. And they were very sketchy on the timelines of what year of computer you need to be able to read files on the iPhone X. They say some 2014 computers are able to read it, so you can edit the videos, others are not. 2015 and above is obviously much more ideal, and you'll be able to edit as normal the video files from this. But older than that, like my 2013 model, you're basically not going to be able to do it. What a bummer. So basically I'm sitting on right now a week's worth of footage from Iceland and I can't use any of it. A potential workaround people will tell you about. So if you go into the settings and the camera settings and you go to formats, right? Something here which effectively you can do a workaround so that it will shoot back in the old format. It's called high efficiency or more compatible. If you tick more compatible, and in fact I'm just going to screenshot this right now, essentially all the video footage will convert back to the old way so older computers can read it. However, if you bought this phone specifically wanting to use the higher end functions of the camera, the 4K footage, for example, in 60 frames a second, it says here, 4K at 60 frames per second and 1080p at 240 frames per second require high efficiency. So that specific workaround will not work if you bought the iPhone X with the sole purpose of using the higher spec of the camera. And yes, I could just switch on the most compatible button, and what that means is I would end up shooting back at the old standard 4K 30 frames a second. But I've got several cameras that can already do that. That defeats the purpose. I bought this phone hoping that I would be able to use the highest end of the camera, 60 frames a second, 4K. That's exactly why I bought this. Because if I couldn't use it and couldn't edit it, I would not have bought this. That's the only reason I wanted this to replace a lot of my cameras, because of its superior video. And like I said, the video footage on this is sensational, it's amazing. but I can't read it on my computer. I now have a computer that won't read and edit my video footage from Iceland. So those vlogs are going to be late until I can figure out some kind of solution. Now, the top solution that people suggested for that is to basically download a file converter, which you can find online. There are loads of them. But that again totally defeats the purpose of owning Apple technology. If you have the iPhone and you also have the MacBook computers, you want one device to seamlessly work throughout the others. When I'm vlogging, I take 100, 200, 300 clips a day sometimes to produce a vlog. It already takes a long time uploading those files, even with Apple's supposedly seamless technology. If I have to add another step of putting all those files through a file converter, it is going to take a long time, hours and hours onto each of my days. And that is just a workflow problem that I'm not really willing to go through at the moment. I'd rather not have this phone. I'd rather just shoot them old cameras. And also you've got added problems with that as well, like some file converters, they might compress your files. I'm kind of struggling to see the purpose of that and what the point would be. Like, of course it would be a workaround at the moment so I could get around and edit some of this footage, but it's going to take a long time and I just don't think it's practical. This is not a practical solution. I wanted to be able to vlog with this, I wanted it to be practical, and it would be a much easier solution for me just going forward. This phone was going to replace cameras, it was going to make my workflow easy. And as I say, as good as the video on this is, and as good as the sound is, and all that kind of stuff, the technology might be amazing. If I can't read it on my computer, I'm basically up a gum tree. And that is the situation I am in. And it's something everybody who likes technology, who uses Apple products, and who wants to film with this thing or shoot photos, because it is the same problem with photos as well on the higher qualities, you need to know about this. If you have an older computer, 2015 and older, and you might have the added cost of having to upgrade your laptop as well. And it basically means that I spent a lot of money on a new phone, and it looks like I'm also going to now have to spend a lot of money on a new laptop as well. I mean, that is basically going to have to be my solution right now. I'm going to have to go and upgrade my computer to a newer model. The 2013 MacBook, it does everything I've asked of it up until now, but has fallen down with the new iPhone 10. And that is something I think a lot of people, before they buy the iPhone, must be aware of. Now, if you just post photos and video directly from the phone to the internet, to social media and stuff, you'll be fine. But if you're someone who's buying this with the intention of using the video, the higher quality video, to shoot and edit video on your computer, you're gonna have to know that the file format is not gonna be compatible with older machines. And I don't know what the situation is with regard to PC computers, people who use PCs to edit video. It's probably gonna be something similar. You're gonna have to upgrade the processor potentially. I mean, I don't really know. But guys, going forward, this is not something that's going to be constrained to Apple iPhone users, because apparently all cameras are going this way. Every camera is getting higher and higher quality in terms of the types of video formats they shoot, and they're all going to be using this HEVC format going forward. So for people who use the laptops to edit video, they're going to be defunct pretty much in the next couple of years at the very latest, and already are defunct if you have bought the new iPhone 10. I've spent quite a long time already conversing with Apple about this and what I should do, and it only turned out today that this is what they've realized. Older computers cannot read the files. The people in their shop fronts, as I say, are not aware of this problem, because they should have said when I bought it. If they had said, I might have reconsidered, because I might not have been able to afford necessarily to upgrade to a new computer as well as a phone. So yeah, I don't really know what I'm going to do now. Maybe I'm just going to have to go out on the street and sell a kidney or something. I don't know. I'll work it out. But that is the scenario. If you're thinking of buying the new iPhone 10, be aware. There are new video formats if you plan on using the highest format, the video that this thing can shoot, and your computer might not be compatible. That's my lesson. I hope this helps somebody out there on the internet who's thinking of buying this, because you're going to be spending a lot of money investing in this. You're also going to probably have to spend more money on other bits of hardware, so something to think about. Anyway, I don't often do technology reviews on this channel, but there is one. I also review drones and stuff like that, but there will be others coming up on this channel very soon, including a full review of the video capability of this amazing phone. It is amazing. As much as the problem for me at the moment is the edits, it is an incredible piece of kit. Anyway, that's it for today. I will speak to you again really soon with some more adventure filming. Have a good day, morning, evening or night, or whatever time of day it is wherever you are in the world. Take care.